Hey gang, it's finally a lovely day out here, so I decided to come shoot a video outside. And I wanted to talk about the whole Ethan Klein idubzzz thing because, like, I feel like the cult of personality is really taking over when it comes to how people feel about what was done and who did it versus who said what. And far be it from me to stand up for Ian as somebody who built his platform off of anti-blackness, which does directly affect me, because the overall narrative of, like, the white violence and how non-white people are treated, and based on what I saw, it was Destiny who made the comment, and idubzzz used that comment, regardless of how we feel about the comment, to emphasize his point on how H3/Ethan will use litigation to bully people that he thinks he can bully, but Destiny gets to say all that other shit because the defamation laws are different. And the irony of the situation with all of the lawsuits that Ethan has been in is not lost on me or anyone else paying attention to this issue and how he's choosing to use this against Ian. It's pretty plain and simple. Taking out the comment itself, because it's not even an allegation, because Destiny said it's not true and Ian said it's not true. It was being used as an example to make a point, not to emphasize or push to idubbbz's audience that it was true. Now, here in the United States, I'm not an attorney, but I don't think that a defamation lawsuit was passed because the person posted it not having any faith in it. Like, it wasn't even a rumor that is to be spread. It was a comment that was made to make a point that has nothing to do with the comment itself, and was immediately followed up with, "It's not true." The point was, I get to say that. And then Ian was like, the point is, he gets to say that. But I understand where Ethan is coming from, because it is an egregious comment, and the biggest issue that I can see is that it was left as a watermark in Ian's stream for 2 hours. And that's plenty of time for people who don't know what's going on, that's just roaming and browsing the internet, to come across that comment and not have context for why it's there and possibly believe that it's true. Because the point of defamation in any place that has defamation laws is whether or not a reasonable person would believe that the accusation is true. And in its context, no. But out of context, anything can be believed. And the issue with leaving it for 2 hours is because context can get lost, because anybody can just see it, even though we know idubbbzz does not have that big an audience. But with the way that it was handled, Ian already apologized, already lost some of his supporters over it, got a lot of backlash from it. So, by internet standards, Ian already lost. And that is why I agree that the litigation is completely unnecessary. And I wouldn't even know that it happened if Ethan wasn't suing over it. So it's really the Streisand effect. And because Ethan is suing over it, that makes the court of public opinion turn against Ethan, because litigation is fucking expensive. And it's really not hard to bully somebody with expensive court fees and shit when you have the money to do so. We just learned this from Bricks and Minifigs. So that's my take on it.